Well, it's hard to believe that it's already over. Seemed like it just started, but this season didn't go the way we wanted it to. But it was good to see these young men finish what we started and finish it out the right way. Our goal was to go 4-0 this last quarter of the season, and that's what we did. So I take my hat off to them. They're very resilient. They have a lot of character in that locker room. And to go 4-0 after that New England game and the way we played that game and the way we got beat that game, I tell you, it says a lot about those young men. And it's good to see a lot of those young guys step up and play today. We had a lot of guys go out and some other guys that stepped up off the practice squad and they played. And it's just nice to see their development and where they're at right now and their careers. And I take my hat off to the veteran guys too, because this is a game that a lot of veteran guys could look to not play in, and they could have found their way out if they wanted to, but they stuck it out and they played and they helped us accomplish our goal here at the end. So I take my hat off to those kids.
All right, let's start with questions. Cam Buford.
Hey, congratulations, Coach, on the win to finish the season.
Cam.
What's the initial report on Austin Eckler?
He came off. I think they was checking him for concussion. I'm not sure what they decided, but that's what they were checking on. But I wouldn't let him go back in anyway.
Okay. What does it mean to you and the coaching staff and the team to finish the season off with the last month of all wins?
Well, I mean that was our goal, was to finish 4-0 in this last quarter of the season. And I think it's a positive way to go into the offseason. And I do believe how you finish can help jumpstart the next year.
Okay, lastly for me, Coach, would you talk about the job that Pep Hamilton and Shane Steichen have done all season with Justin Herbert and the development of Herbert? Will you talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, I mean, Justin coming in here without an offseason, without in preseason, he was coached up well. We put him in some positions to make plays, but Justin and his work ethic, I mean, he took all that on his shoulders. And he just got better every single week. At one point, he went through a little rough patch, but I believe he came out of that a better quarterback. All rookie quarterbacks are going to go through something like that. And I like the way he went through it and the way he came out of it. But those guys did a heck of a job of getting him prepared.
Thank you, Coach.
Sure.
Travel safe.
Jeff Miller.
Anthony, with now that the season's over with Justin, just how impressive was what he just did, what we just watched the last 15 games?
Oh, I think it's very impressive. He took care of the football, for a rookie quarterback to play as much as he did. I thought he did an outstanding job of taking care of the ball. And that was an area that we wanted to improve is ball security. And, he put us in some positions to win some of those close games that we lost. And, he held his own, no doubt about it. I know he want to do better and he want to do more, but I was pleased overall with his development, his growth, and I look forward to his future in this league. I think he's going to have a bright, bright future.
Anthony, there have been reports this morning and into the afternoon that you were going to meet tomorrow with upper management about your situation. Can you tell us anything about that? Is that official?
I meet every Monday with management about the games, and so we do that every Monday.
And Anthony, how do you feel about your your status right now? I mean, do you feel like you're going to remain the coach of this team?
Well, as of right now, I'm still on the contract, so that's how I feel.
And do you feel like you deserve the chance to remain the coach?
You know what? If I got what I deserved, I mean, that would be really bad. But I think we've done a good job here under the circumstances. I like to be the head coach here, but like I say, right now I'm under contract, so I am the head coach here. It's not a matter of what I feel like.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand what you said right at the beginning. If I got what I deserved.
Well, I think if we all got what we deserved, it wouldn't be what we want. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't even like to say that I want what I deserve.
Okay, all right. Do you feel like, I mean, the way the team finished, I mean, do you think that is a good reflection on you?
I think it's a good reflection on those men I just talked about.
Okay.
They put in the hard work, and the coaching staff did as well. But as a team, I was pleased with the way we finished the season, and that was what we had to do. I mean, what we needed to do, and they did it. That was our goal.
Okay, thank you.
Dennis Freeman.
How you doing, Coach? Congratulations on the win. Coach, the last 4 games, how would you consider the last 4 wins as building blocks for the young players like Tyron, Jalen, Kalen as well?
I think it's huge building blocks for those young kids, and it was good to see them execute in the last 4 weeks. Some of those we went through some of those growing pains early with these young men, but even Nas Adderley on the defense side of the ball, watching those guys play now is night and day from when we first started out. But that was good to see that growth and that development. We had no idea what we had at the wide receiver group at the start of this season, but the way Jalen Guyton came around, Tyron Johnson came around, even KJ Hill came around at the end, and Joe Reed is the up and coming young pup. I feel really good about that group.
And as great as Justin has played this season, what would you suggest that he do in the offseason to avoid any pitfalls going into his sophomore season?
In this league, it's not about his skill set. His skill set is there. He has the ability. What's going to make him successful is right between his ears. His attitude, his approach to life, and just being a professional. And he has shown me that he can do all those things, and his teammates respect him for it. So I just see him getting better and better. And I think he can take us a long ways.
Thank you, Coach.
Sure.
Gilbert.
Hey, Anthony, how would you kind of describe the whole year? It was very difficult from the coronavirus, to protests, to injuries, to losses, but was it pretty tough for you this 2020 year?
It was no tougher for us than it was anyone else. So, it was a difficult year for sure, but we knew it was going to be that way. We had to adapt and adjust, and that's what we had to do.
And Anthony, I know you don't know your future, but does it feel like this, this franchise is moving in the right direction for the future?
You know what? I decide that when I take a look at this season, when I have a chance to reflect and think about everything that we're doing right now. But I feel good about this football team, and I feel good about the way we finished. And like I said, I know that momentum going into the off season, that can't do anything but help us in 2021. But I'll talk about that part tomorrow.
Thank you, Anthony.
Sure.
Popper.
Hey, Anthony, you said all season that you talk regularly with Dean and John. Have you gotten any indication lately where you stand in terms of your job security?
No, like I say, we talk every week, so we'll talk tomorrow. And as of right now, I'm still on the contract, and I'm just gonna go with that because that's how I feel.
Are you expecting that conversation tomorrow? The result of that to be a decision on your future? Is that your expectation?
Well, I mean, we talk at the end of every season. We get together and we talk, and we look at the big picture, and we go back and talk about the whole year and how it went and where we're going from here. We have a vision for this program, and that's what we're trying to build right now.
There's obviously, when you're discussing where coaches stand, obviously the primary issue is quarterback development. You've obviously done a good job as head coach of developing Justin this season. If you're making a pitch to ownership, does your pitch start there with how Justin has played this season and your role in that?
I didn't know I was making a pitch to ownership. Are you suggesting that I make a pitch to ownership?
I'm saying if you had to,
something I don't know, go ahead and say it.
I don't. That's why I'm asking you the question.
Okay.
I'm saying in a hypothetical world where if you did have to make a pitch, hypothetically.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with hypotheticals.
Fair enough. Thank you, Anthony.
Sure.
Couple more for you, Coach. Fernando.
Anthony, what did after such a long season, what did you ask your players, or what did you tell your players after the game?
It was a long season, but we like for the season to be longer. In week 17, we want to get to a point to where we're thinking 5 more weeks. And that mentality starts right now, not next year.
And Anthony, if you don't return as the head coach, what are your thoughts about your 4 years here as the Chargers head coach? How would you sum it up?
Right now I'm not in the mindset to go there and think about all that. I'm just focused on these guys in this locker room over here in the game they just played and the way we finished this season. So,
thank you, Anthony.
Sure.
Last one for you, Dylan Hernandez.
Hi, Anthony. Presumably fans, with the vaccine out and stuff now, there will be fans back in the stands next season. Obviously there are a ton of entertainment options around LA. If you were to, again, just communicate to the fans why after 2 tough seasons, you think things will be different for you guys next year, what would be, I guess, your pitch to them in terms of what you find encouraging about, what you saw on the field this year?
Well, the way we finished these last 4 weeks, I think is what you got a chance to see moving forward. So, we had a young quarterback that stepped in and played in a situation that was unusual. When we lost our starter, guys fought. I mean, guys battled. We were in a lot of games. God knows, I wish we could have won some of those close games we were in earlier, but we fell short. But these men kept battling. They regrouped. We fought, finished the season off the right way. I think the fans have a lot to look forward to.
And just to be clear, you are expecting Dean to be in that meeting tomorrow?
Excuse me?
You expect Dean Spanos to be in that meeting tomorrow?
I mean, I don't know who the hell's going to be in that meeting tomorrow. I don't even know what meeting is supposed to be going on that you guys are talking about. But when I know something, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right, that'll do it. Thanks, Coach.
Okay.